Hey, so if you're looking to make a splash in the tech world, but you don't come from a technical background, then you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to bust a huge myth, the idea that you absolutely have to be a coder to be a successful founder. Turns out, your success really hinges on a totally different set of skills.
So, let me just ask you straight up. Do you honestly believe that to build a successful tech company, you have to be a programmer? That you need to be fluent in Python or JavaScript just to get a seat at the table? Well, if you said yes, I have some seriously good news for you. That idea, right there, is probably the single biggest myth that's holding so many talented people back. The truth is, your ability to lead, to innovate, to build something amazing in tech, it has almost nothing to do with whether you can write code.
And this quote just nails it. Success isn't about the technical stuff, it's about leadership. It's about learning how to think strategically, how to communicate your vision in a way that gets everyone excited, and how to guide your team. You know, that's the language that really truly matters.
So, to help you navigate all this, we're going to start by looking at 5 of the most common traps that non-technical founders fall into. Seriously, avoiding these pitfalls is your first big strategic win.
Okay, first up, trap number 1. This one happens right at the very beginning, and it's all about who you hire and when you hire them. It's the classic mistake of hiring in the wrong order.
So the huge mistake is rushing out and hiring a developer, thinking, I just need someone to build this thing. But the much smarter move? Hire a user experience or a UX designer first. Look, a developer builds from a blueprint. A UX designer is the architect who actually creates that blueprint. Hiring a coder first is basically like asking a construction crew to build a house based on a doodle you drew on a napkin. It's just not going to work.
And this just says it all, doesn't it? Your first investment has to be in clarity, not in code. You can change a drawing, a wireframe, or a prototype a dozen times for pennies, compared to what it costs to rebuild even one feature that was built wrong.
Let's move on to trap number 2, because this one builds on the last one. This is all about what you're measuring. It's the trap of focusing on completely the wrong numbers.
You know, so many founders get obsessed with business metrics right away, like revenue. But early on, that's just a vanity metric. What you really need to be looking at are the product metrics. Are people actually using your product? Are they coming back day after day? How much time do they spend with it? Think about early Facebook. They weren't chasing ad dollars. They were obsessed with getting users to connect with their friends because they knew that engagement was the real price. And this is the key insight right here. You have to earn your users' attention long before you can ever ask for their money. Your first job is to build something people absolutely love, something they can't live without. That kind of loyalty, that's the foundation you can build a real business on later.
All right, on to trap number 3. This one is sneaky. It can slowly and silently kill a project from the inside out. It's the danger of ambiguity. Giving your team vague instructions like, hey, just make the user experience better, is like sending them on a treasure hunt without a map. It just wastes an incredible amount of time, burns through money, and honestly, it kills morale. The better way is to set super clear, measurable goals. You know, SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's how you give your team a clear destination to aim for. And here is a perfect, real-world example of what that looks like. Facebook's early growth team had this one incredibly specific goal. It wasn't increase engagement, it was this precise actionable target that the entire team could get behind and work towards. That, my friends, is the power of clarity.
Okay, trap number 4 is a bit more of a psychological one. It's the danger of falling completely in love with your own original idea.
It is so easy to believe that your first vision is absolutely perfect. But here's the thing, that vision is just a hypothesis. It's a guess that you have to test against reality. The most successful founders aren't the ones who rigidly stick to their plan. They're the ones who listen, who adapt, and who evolve their product based on what their users are actually telling them they want.
I love this. It's such a powerful way to think about it. Your users aren't just your customers, they're your co-creators. When you build with them instead of just for them, you end up creating a product that truly fits into their lives. And that is how you build loyalty that lasts.
And now, let's talk about the 5th and final trap. This one might just be the most tempting, and the most catastrophic. Premature scaling. So many startups die because they throw a ton of money into marketing and growth before they've even confirmed that people truly love their product. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket.
It doesn't matter how much water or marketing dollars you pour in, it's just going to leak right out. The key is to first get to product market fit, that magical point where your users are sticking around and telling their friends about you all on their own.
WhatsApp is just the perfect case study in strategic patience. For years, they focused on just one thing, building an unbelievably reliable product. They didn't chase flashy features or big ad campaigns. They just built a rock-solid foundation. And that slow, deliberate growth is what eventually led to them taking over the world.
Okay, so we've spent a lot of time on what not to do. So now, let's flip the script and talk about the strategic playbook for what you should do. This is your action plan for how to lead and build effectively as a non-technical founder.
This is so important. When you're working with your technical team, your job is not to tell them how to build it. Don't dictate the technology. Your job is to clearly define the problem you're solving and the business goal, the what and the why. When you respect their expertise to find the best solution, you build trust and you get way better results. It's that simple.
So, the big question, should you learn to code? Well, the short answer is no. Your time is much better spent on strategy and with your customers. But, and this is a big but, you should learn to speak the language. Focus on being fluent in the core concepts, not the syntax. Understanding the difference between front-end and back-end helps you know where the work is happening. Knowing what an API is helps you imagine how your product can connect with the rest of the world. This is the stuff that makes you a credible, effective leader, all without writing a single line of code. So let's wrap this all up by reframing your whole role here. Stop seeing your non-technical background as a weakness. It's your greatest strength. See, your role is to set the strategy. Your unique value comes from your deep empathy for the customer. And when you combine those two things, your true, undeniable superpower is bringing absolute clarity to your team and your mission.
And this is the thought I really want to leave you with. Technology is just a tool. But human clarity, that ability to deeply understand a problem, to define a compelling vision, and to inspire a team to build it, that's the force that actually matters. Master that, and you won't just succeed in tech, you'll be the one building its future.